Right guys, it's Q&A time. I asked you guys to ask me some questions on YouTube and Instagram, and I'm gonna be answering them in this video, but we're gonna throw it back. We're gonna do a classic, and we're gonna do a drunk Q&A, right? We're throwing it right back on this channel. So we got some grapefruit soju, we got some sparkling water, and also a little ice cup. Oh my goodness me. That is bloody delicious. What are your thoughts on the current state of the UK? Cool, how long have you got? Listen, I love the UK, right? It's my home, but this is why I left. Also, what I'm about to say isn't a new or profound opinion. Like, this is common knowledge. Everybody is depressed and miserable because everybody is struggling financially. They have taken an absolute battering since COVID. The wealth gap is now the biggest it's been in recorded history. Everything is 2, 3, 4 times as expensive as it was 5 years ago. Small local businesses wrecked. Everybody is struggling, yet the richest are thriving. How insulting is it that the energy bills are the highest they've ever been, but the energy companies are making record profits? Everybody is getting their pants pulled down and getting a little spanking. That's just the facts. And this isn't tinfoil hattery, right? This isn't hidden. This is just in plain sight for everybody to see. And everybody seems to have extreme opinions on both sides of every single argument. I'm telling you, man, it's draining. No room for logic or reason, just identity politics and pure venomous anger 24/7. This is just scratching the surface too. And despite all of this, I still love England with all my heart. I really do hope things get better, but for now, I just don't see them getting any better. Like, it's sad to say, but it's just the truth. Greatest country on earth, mate, with so much to be proud of. It's just a shame that the people controlling it are just destroying it willingly. Are there any vloggers that you would like to vlog with? Right, I'm gonna give you 3. Simon Wilson, literally the inspiration, the blueprint for me making travel videos. I've always wanted to make travel videos, but I started watching Simon Wilson about 5 or 6 years ago, and his style of video and the way that he just interacted with people, I know I don't make the exact same kind of videos as him, but he was the reason that I really took a stand and went, right, I'm making travel videos. I'm making this happen. Number 2 is Joe Weller, the OG YouTube king, mate. He was the head of the UK YouTube scene for ages. Like honestly, you can't downplay Joe Weller. And number 3 is Window Kid. I absolutely love him, right? New kid on the block when it comes to vlogging, but he's just so wholesome, so genuine, and he deserves everything that he's got right now, right? His music is incredible as well. Just such a funny guy as well. Like, honestly, just being in his company, I don't doubt that you're just cracking up 24/7. Do you have any plans to visit Korea? Listen, just wait until April, yeah? Insane daily vlogs coming, right? Be there or be square. What did you do before vlogging? What's your education? So in my life, I've worked at several little retail jobs and a bit of labouring, bit of grafting here and there, and most enjoyably, eBay flipping. I also studied film production for 3 years at university. I do actually have a degree. But to quote Jeremy Osborne, I didn't go to university to get a degree. I went to learn how to edit and film for 3 years and also have a student loan for 3 years. Basically giving me like a 3-year block just to plan and to work hard at YouTube. I knew that I wouldn't actually use the degree itself, but the knowledge that I learned on the course was priceless. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't recommend most people do that. But I knew that I had the determination to make YouTube work no matter what, and I knew that YouTube was the only thing that I actually wanted to do in my life. Also, it meant that I didn't have to sacrifice 3 years of my life building someone else's dream rather than my own. Best food you've tried so far? Right, I'm gonna give you my top 3 in no particular order. Number 1, the Michelin Pad Thai in Bangkok. Oh my goodness, the best Pad Thai I've ever had in my life. Number 2, the khao soi that I had in Chiang Mai. Oh my goodness me, I love a khao soi, right? But the one in Chiang Mai was just superb. And number 3, pretty much any beef pad kaprao that I had with a fried egg on top. Ugh, absolutely lovely. Is there anything you wouldn't at least try to eat? Mainly things like bugs and insects I really struggle with, although I did actually try a scorpion in Bangkok. Mainly things that are really slimy, like, I don't know, like worms, or I don't know, even things like snakes and alligators and all that. Just, I don't know, man, I don't know. Not saying that I would never try them. Like, obviously I'm open-minded and I do try things that are a bit out of the ordinary, but I don't know, man. I find textures very hard to overcome. Do you know what I mean? Especially when I'm just really, really put off by them. Would you ever consider hiring an editor? Yes and no. I think for the main YouTube videos, I'm never gonna get an editor. Like, I don't think anybody could do it exactly how I want it. I'm very picky with how I want the editing done. But for like YouTube shorts and TikToks and stuff like that, I reckon I probably will need to get one eventually, especially when I'm pumping out daily videos on a regular basis. Why did you stop daily vlogging? Now, a few people have asked me this. So at the start of the year, I said that I'd be daily vlogging in Thailand, and I did. I did it for like a month straight, and I'm incredibly proud of that achievement. For me, that is like incredible. I've never done anything like that. Now for Vietnam, it wasn't possible for a number of logistical reasons, but at the start of April, I'm going back to daily vlogging, baby. So make sure you're locked in 6 p.m. every single day. Bukai, let's go. How long are you in Asia for? And is this your full-time job? So I'm gonna be in Asia for at least a month, maybe even more than that. I don't actually have a plan on when I'm gonna return to the UK. So for now, I'm just gonna be in Asia. I might pop back temporarily here and there, you know what I mean? Just to see family and friends and whatnot. But to be honest, I'm probably just gonna be traveling for like 90% of this year and next year and the year after that and the year after that, if everything goes to plan. I've got so many things in the pipeline that are lined up, ready to be recorded, so make sure you stick around, make sure you're locked in, because it's going to be incredible, right? These next few years are going to be amazing, right? We're taking over. Also, yes, this is my full-time job. Like, I've been dreaming of this moment for honestly close to a decade, and if it wasn't for you guys, I would not be in this situation. So genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I am eternally grateful for all of you that like, comment, share, just all of that, right? I'm eternally grateful. What camera do you use? I use a GoPro Hero 10. I just love GoPros. Like, I don't think I'll ever change from a GoPro. Maybe in the future, but for now, I just love the GoPros, man. And they're so small, I just love them. What's been your best moment since traveling? Hard to choose from, but the one that springs to mind is the Pattaya elephant sanctuary. I just can't describe the feeling. Like, honestly, when I rocked up to that elephant sanctuary, I just can't describe it. Also, speaking to the people that ran that elephant sanctuary, you could tell that they really cared about the elephants and they just loved them and they treated them well. It was an ethical one, and yeah, if you're traveling, just go to the ethical ones. Also, the moment that I cleared customs in Bangkok airport, like, I'll never forget that feeling. It was the first time in Asia. I mean, I've been to Turkey, but just on a little week beach holiday. Like, I didn't really leave the hotel. I was younger. Like, it doesn't really count. What have you learned about yourself since traveling around Southeast Asia? I need to be moving constantly, right? I cannot be sat still for more than like a day at a time, and not very regularly at all. You know, I love my chilled days, obviously, but not very often. Can I come on your next trip? You know what? Yeah, I've seen a few people do this where they invite their subscribers on a trip with them. Should I do it? Right, comment down below if you want to come on a trip with me. We'll get up to some mischief just in a random country in the world, but no Spurs fans. Actually, no, you know what? Spurs fans, you are invited, because I can just mock you the entire time. So yeah, I don't mind. When are you coming back to Thailand? Mate, I am coming back to Thailand as soon as I can, right? I don't think I can go 12 months without visiting Thailand. I think it's gonna be a yearly thing now. So at the very latest, it's gonna be at the start of next year, but probably this year, to be honest. Thailand changed my life, man. Like, no exaggeration. How are you so skinny when you eat so much in videos? Just fast metabolism, mate. I see so many people commenting like, yeah, enjoy it while it lasts, right? When you're older, it's not gonna be the same. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it is, right? My dad and my granddad, both exactly the same build as me. I'm sorry, but it's just, I'm blessed with it, right? I'm sorry, right? You can be jealous if you want. I can eat anything I want every single day, 5,000 to 10,000 calories if I want to, and I won't put on even a pound. Listen, it's a gift. Blackburn or Burnley, mate? We love you, Burnley. We do. We love you, Burnley. We do. What's been your favorite sweet treat on your trip so far? Oh, that is a tough one. Straight away, I'm thinking of that taro cake in the Icon Siam Mall. It was just like flawless. Like 10 out of 10. Everything that I want in a dessert, and it was so cheap. It was like £1. Honourable mention to the coconut wafers in the M-Sphere Mall, the Michelin ones, mate. They were incredible as well. Bangkok just has so many insane desserts, it's pretty hard to choose. Oh, the pomegranate juice from Chinatown, Bangkok, from that street vendor. Does that count? I don't know. I mean, it was sweet and it was a treat. So yeah, it does count. Need t-shirt merch with right guys and let's absolutely demolish this. Don't forget this is getting inhaled. No, but seriously, I've been thinking about releasing merch for a while now. Just comment down below if you want me to release merch. Like, I'm not just gonna whack out any boogaloo design and just be like, yeah, this is 45 quid for a t-shirt. Like, I'll make it reasonably priced and I'll also work really hard on the design. Like, I want it to be a really good piece of merch, you know what I mean? But yeah, comment down below if you want me to release some merch, and if you do, mate, I'll get on it ASAP. What the flip is scran? You uncultured swine. Scran is a slang term for food. Bring back the meal deal vids. No. Are you visiting other Southeast Asian countries? Absolutely. I want to tick off pretty much any country that I can. There's not really any countries that are off limits for me at the moment. I thought I'd start with the most popular ones just because I want to get a bit of experience with traveling. Like, I've never been traveling in my whole entire life. But yeah, Asia is getting absolutely murked by me in these next few years. And to be honest, not just Asia, like the whole world is getting murked by yours truly. How does it feel to be the bags guy? You know what? If people can remember that far back, pardon the pun, then I absolutely love that. Like, that's nearly 10 years ago we're talking about. I just love it, to be honest with you. I feel like my channel has just gone through so many little routes and avenues and directions throughout the years and finally just led up to this point. I've wanted to do travel videos for like close to a decade now, and I'm just living that dream now. Like, I manifested this and I'm here. I'm here doing it. Tips for first-time solo travelers. Just book it, right? Don't think about it. Just book that ticket. That ticket that you're thinking of booking, just book it. Money comes and goes, right? But you're never gonna be in your teen years or your 20s or 30s or 40s. It doesn't matter what age you are, right? You're never gonna be there at that point in your whole entire history again. Always have cash, even if it's like 20 quid's worth, right? Because a lot of places don't take cash. You can use card in most places, but just always bring cash because you never know. You might just stumble across something and go, oh my God, I want that souvenir or I want that piece of food, right? But you don't have cash and it's cash only, especially in Asia and like Thailand, Vietnam. A lot of places don't take card, so always bring cash. Bring a universal plug, 100 milliliter bottles that you can funnel into with your big bottles, right? Funnel them into little 100 milliliter bottles. 2+ cards minimum. Try and bring 3 or 4, but 2 minimum. If your card gets swallowed by an ATM or whatever, what are you gonna do? You don't have any other cards. Several boxers and socks, right? T-shirts, shorts, hoodies, jumpers, they can be worn again and again, and especially like jumpers and hoodies, like t-shirts and shorts, you don't want to be wearing them too often, but they can be reworn, let's be honest. But boxers and socks, you can't do it, mate. You can't do it. Use public transport. It's so easy, honestly. It's not daunting at all. I know that cabs are really cheap, but a lot of the time, especially in places like Bangkok, because there's just no traffic. Like, there's insane amounts of traffic in Bangkok. Mate, just get the MRT or the metro or whatever. Don't feel guilty about having a rest day and a lazy day, a rotting day, especially if you're traveling long term. You know what I mean? If you're traveling for like, I don't know, a couple of weeks, you might want to just use all of that time. But if you're away for months, right, just listen to your body. If you need to have a lazy day, smoke a couple of doobies, right, and just chill, eat loads of junk food and just sit there watching YouTube, right? Just do it. Listen to your body, mate. Don't just drink or smoke every single day, right? There's so much more in these countries to offer than just getting seshed up every single day. Listen, if you want to have a drink and you want to have a smoke and enjoy yourself, cool, mate, do it. You're on lollipobs, you know what I mean? But don't just do that. Go to the temples, go on little day trips, excursions, floating markets, all of that, mate. Don't let people guilt trip you into booking a hostel. If you want to stay in a hotel room, stay in a hotel room. I will never, ever book a hostel unless it's an emergency and I need to stay somewhere for one night and there's nowhere else that I can do it, or the price difference is insane, like hundreds of pounds, and it's like one night. All right, maybe I'll do it then. But if not, I'm staying in a hotel, mate. The hotels in Thailand and Southeast Asia in general are so cheap. Why would you book a hostel for like £12 when a hotel can be like 15, 16, 17 pounds? Are you out of your mind? I can't remember how many fingers I held up. I think this is the 9th tip. Have somebody back home have your constant location on their phone, preferably like a parent or just a close family member. You never know when you might need it. It's just worth doing. Bring sun cream, hand sanitizer, and mosquito repellent, right? Those are the 3 main things you need to have. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in April for those daily vlogs. Let's go!